for it, find it, make it your own. It's the Get Thrifty Podcast.
Welcome back to the Get Thrifty Podcast, brought to you by ARC Thrift Stores. ARC Thrift Stores is a nonprofit thrift store chain, and I am your host, Maggie Civic, and we are all about sharing everything that has to do with shopping secondhand. So if you're part of our unique thrift culture, please contact us. We would love to promote your business, your social channels, and share your stories and advice with our listeners. As always, you know where to find us on Instagram and YouTube at ARC Thrift. Send us a DM and let's chat. Ladies and gentlemen, you know I love a Midwest girly. We are welcoming Tina to the show. Tina Thompson is a home and fashion influencer with a background in boutique styling and interior design. She is passionate about creating cozy, inviting spaces through thrifting and antiquing, believing that a beautiful home should feel lived in, personal, and authentic. With an easygoing spirit and a touch of humor, Tina shares a lifestyle centered on simplicity, creativity, and meaningful connection, embracing life's opportunities while inspiring others to do the same. Tina, we are delighted to have you. Welcome to the show.
Oh, I'm so honored. I'm glad to be here.
This is going to be a lot of fun. I spent my evening going down the rabbit hole of your content, so I have a million questions, but let's start with how people find you on all the socials so they can like, follow, and engage with you.
Sure. So I'm on Instagram and TikTok, same handle on both. It's t.thompson and then 4 underscores. So I feel like I need to change that because it's a little confusing, but you can find me.
It's still kind of part of your brand, though, so I love that. I was like typing it, I'm like, it's actually 4 of them.
4?
Yeah, it's fun. It's different. It's new. It sets you apart. But I want to back up because you have had an interesting and fun journey. We want to share your story. We want to understand how you got here. Point us to your origin story. Tell us everything.
Okay, you want to know how I got started in social media or?
Well, let's go with secondhand first. How did you discover thrift and that you liked it?
You know, it's funny because when I was little, my mom used to drag me everywhere and she would take me to antique stores and I hated it. I hated the smell. I hated everything about it. And I think you turn into your mother. I don't know. I think later on when I had kids and, you know, I was a stay-at-home mom when I had kids and I would drag them everywhere with me. And I did the same. And I just became obsessed with, I was always on a strict budget. So I became obsessed with the thrill of the hunt of finding what I wanted, but not paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I discovered antique stores and thrift stores. And then it just became a passion of just trying to find the things I was looking for without having to spend an arm and a leg. So, and then that kind of turned into clothing as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm so passionate about it. It's so fun. There's like a thrill of the hunt to it.
And your husband, it's so funny. He's in some of your content, so I have to ask about him. A big golfer, obviously.
Huge. Yes. Huge. Yep.
How does he feel about this obsession you've got?
He's the best. He's so supportive. He's so, you know, every once in a while he'll be like, oh my God, are you bringing something else home again? But he's this whole Instagram thing. I was a stay-at-home mom. And then when my kids grew up, actually I was a Montessori teacher before my kids were born. I didn't know what I wanted to do. So I got my Montessori degree, was a Montessori teacher. And then I had my kids and we decided that I would stay home with them. And when the last one went to college, my husband was like, you know, I think it's time to reinvent yourself. And I'm the type of person who needs to be doing something all the time. So that's when I got like a part-time job in a boutique and I started the styling. And then people that I knew would ask me all the time, can you come and help me with my house? Because we love your style. And so that kind of grew into a little on the side styling clothing, styling home business. So then when the Instagram thing happened, this was never something I wanted to do. It was like my daughter-in-laws pushed me to do this. They were like, oh, you need to share your life. You need to share, you know, I hate to talk like this because I feel like I'm talking about myself, but they were like, you need to share what you do best.
Yeah.
And I always fought it. And then finally, one of my daughter-in-laws said, you know what, I'll film you. I'll do all the editing. Don't worry about it. Cause I'm so not technical at all. I'm 61. So I never grew up with that. So she started it for me and it kind of blew up.
Wow.
And yeah, so I mean, we just started last August.
I mean, it's
So
been so fast and you really
yeah,
have like burst onto the scene and I love
yeah.
it. So you're a boy mom. This is a
Oh
huge
yeah.
piece of your origin story.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
That gives
Yeah.
me hope that daughter-in-laws are amazing.
Oh yeah. It's the best. It's the best. We never had daughters and now we have two wonderful daughters.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
amazing.
the best.
Is your daughter-in-law in social media? Is she in advertising and PR? What?
So the one that started filming me is actually has her own business. She designs hiking and workout clothes. The brand is called Scenic Brand,
Ooh,
SENIQ. So you need to check it out. It's amazing.
very
And
cool.
she and her best friend worked in merchandising for years. She worked for
Mm,
Victoria's Secret, then Backcountry, and they just decided there was a need for hiking and outdoor clothes for women that were actually good looking.
interesting. Okay, I
So
love this.
they're doing amazing. It's crazy.
And all of
So
this inspired your
well, so
takeover of fashion?
I call her my liver of life because she never turns down an opportunity. And she was the
Yeah.
one, okay, I'm just going to do this for you because I'm like, I can't film myself. I don't know how to do that. And I don't know how to edit it all and all that. So she's like, well, I'll do it for you. And that lasted about a month because then she was like, I'm too busy. I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I did find a young girl to help me and she's wonderful. But
Oh, there you go. Okay.
yeah. And then my other daughter-in-law, like years ago was like, you need to get on TikTok or something. You need to show the world what you got. So she's been pushing me too. So I guess it worked.
Yeah, and it's a family affair. I love that. Now, can you
Yeah.
point to the actual video that kind of blew this up for you?
Trying to think, probably the first one that I did where I have this silver bag. It's an IKEA bag, and I'm sure you saw it in one of my and everybody asks about it. It's you know how IKEA comes out with all these new different
Mhm.
bags for shopping. It was, I don't know, years ago, and I bought a couple of them. And when I go thrifting, I take that bag. And the one that started it, actually, I take that back. I think the one that started it was the fashion one that I did about my military pants. Because I have this thing for military pants and vintage clothing. That one did really well, and then when I did the thrifting, when I walked in with my bag and I kinda took out everything in my bag and then placed it in my home, people
Yeah.
loved that too,
Yeah.
and that's what kinda started it.
I mean, it really is fun. And you're doing well, I guess my next question would be like what inspires each of the videos? I like for instance, I love your vintage Levi's kind of run through and all the details about it and how you buy them, why you buy them in this size.
Yeah.
How do you get the inspiration for your videos?
That one in particular, there were so many I was getting so many comments on how do you buy your Levi's? Because it's it's not it's counterintuitive because when you're buying a men's Levi's, you're actually going up in size, and you would think you would do the opposite. So people were asking me, I've got so many comments that finally I was like, I have to do a video on this to
Mm,
explain to people how you go about shopping for them.
yeah.
The other ideas, I don't know, they just come to me. I think part of the reason uh, this whole thing blew up was because really, like even with your podcast right now, I'm just winging it. This is just me, and I think there's a need for authenticity on the social
Good
platforms.
advice.
I also feel like, there aren't that many women my age that are, out there inspiring not only women of my generation, but younger generation.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
it's, and I've always had this passion to want to inspire women that aging is okay.
Mhm.
Look, this is me.
Embrace it. Yeah.
So embracing and, life still goes on and you can still be cool and you can still dress cool. And there's so many things in life that are happening after your 20s.
Yeah.
So I think that's part of the reason it did well. It's little me. I mean,
Yeah.
when we film, we do one take. That's it.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I think it's the authenticity and the creativity part. It's just how my brain works.
Mhm.
I just, and obviously you look at the videos that did well and the ones that did well, I'm like, okay, I need to come up with another concept that's similar to that because that's what people want. And I'm very engaged with my audience because
Yeah.
I want them to
You
feel
listen.
like they can
Mhm.
come to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be one of those celebrity Instagram people that are untouchable. I
Yeah.
mean, this is real. This is not me putting on a show. This is me. This is my home. This is my husband. This is how I live my life.
Yeah.
So,
How do you
um,
feel about kind of being referred to? I mean, you are an influencer in this space. Is that, I mean, wild, right? Did you
it's
ever think,
crazy.
yeah,
I never thought it would turn into that. I was always like, well, why would people want to watch me? But then on the
just for
other
the
hand,
reasons you said? Yeah.
I feel like my maybe my mission in life was always that. I always wanted to inspire people.
Mhm.
Um, and it took me till the age of 60 to have that really happen. So this is kind of like my raison d'etre, the reason to be right now. I'm passionate about it.
Oh, it's so exciting. And you have excellent content, lots of engaging stuff, totally inspirational, aspirational for people too.
Oh, thank you.
So we talk about the fashion, but you do this really cool home decor stuff that's like a mix of old and new.
Yeah.
Love that. You refer to yourself as a maximalist. Talk a
Yeah.
little bit about the eclectic nature of your home.
Okay. So again, my mom was definitely an influence in my life. She was passionate about the interior of her house, but she was always on a very strict budget. So I feel like it's a very visual thing that my mom and I have. It's like if you move something over to the left just like a half an inch, I'm going to know.
Hmm.
It's a very visual thing. So when I say maximalist, to me it means not clutter. It means surrounding yourself with the things that you love. And when you do that, you create your own unique style and your own unique space. And that's what gives a home a soul. It's when I did decorating for a while, I realized very soon that it wasn't something I like to do because everybody's taste is different. I have a very specific taste. And a lot of people want what they see on Pinterest or they want the same look that everybody else has and that's just not me. So it's really hard to style someone else's house when I think a very different way than most people. But maximalism, in my view, is not clutter. It's placing these objects, mixing different eras, mixing contemporary with old, but mostly buy what you love and don't think about where it's going to go. It's going to go somewhere because it's a reflection of you. And it's the same with dressing. You can't recreate a Pinterest board and be iconic because you're copying somebody else. If you are truly yourself, then that to me is iconic. So
Mhm.
it just my home is such a reflection of the way I dress as well. So I guess that's kind of how I would explain my interiors.
Absolutely. And I love that it's curated. You talk about that too, that yes, it's a maximalist kind of style, but it's really specifically curated with these cozy
Yes.
vibes that you're going for, the things that
Yes.
have meaning to you.
Yeah.
Um, Tell us about Columbus, Ohio, because one of the things we do on this podcast is kind of create a map of the best places. Any hidden
Yeah.
gems we should be knowing about that you like to thrift or find secondhand?
Well, I just did a video yesterday on two of my favorites, and they are in downtown Columbus in an area called Clintonville. One is called Eclectics, and the other one is called Atomic Shop. I travel quite a bit to LA because my both of my boys and their wives live out there.
Oh,
And I do, anywhere I go, I try and find the best thrift
sure,
stores or the best
sure.
secondhand. And what I've found being in Columbus is a lot of these people that have vintage stores out in LA are coming to the Midwest to buy their things because
For
the
sure.
prices are so much better. So those are two of my favorites. There is a flea market here twice a year called the Springfield Extravaganza,
Ooh, what
and
a
it's in
great name.
Spring. Oh, it is It's incredible. People from all over the country, all over the world come. And that one, there's one generally in May and in September. So spring and fall. So look that one up if you're ever in the area. It's just acres and acres of vendors and vintage and home decor, and it's amazing. Then there's a couple like little antique malls that I go to on a regular basis. One's called Heritage Square. They're kind of all there's a lot all over, but those would be my favorites. So definitely check out those.
What about collaborations with any of these? Have you done any of that yet? I feel like that's like
Actually
next
working on
year.
them. Yes,
Yeah,
working on them right now. Yep.
very
Mhm.
cool.
So some of those will be coming out.
Very cool. We'll have to stay tuned. Tell people where they
Yes.
find you on socials again. I'm trying to do that a couple times during the show going forward so that people can
It's
follow along.
T.Thompson and then 4 underscores.
Perfect. And while we're saying that, I remember going to your TikTok. Was it wild when you first started posting on TikTok compared to Instagram, or which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Instagram came first.
Yeah.
Again, I'm of the older generation, so TikTok was always like, isn't it like a dance platform or like and again, it was like my niece was like, you need to get on TikTok too. So
Yeah.
she got me set up on TikTok, and TikTok, it's different for sure than Instagram. I feel like I'm more engaged on Instagram than I am on TikTok.
Mhm.
But they're both the same pretty
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. A little bit different audience, right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
probably that younger
Little
audience.
younger generate mostly younger generation, I think,
Yeah.
on TikTok, but I could be wrong.
You never know. I've got a merchandiser, Gerda. She's been with this company for 30 years and she's gonna be mad. I'm shouting out her age. She's 78. She's addicted
Hey,
to
age
TikTok
is just
now.
a number.
It's just a number. But she is like obsessed with TikTok. She's really into her chihuahuas and her recipes. And now I've got her on Thrift Talk and she'll like go, oh, I saw this great person do, thrifting. We have to reach
Yeah.
out for them for the podcast. She's like become, a second producer because she finds all these great people like
Yeah.
you that are, really out there and sharing all of your advice.
Yes.
How about some advice for thrifters? Thoughts on people who may be scared of this, and what's your
Oh my
advice?
gosh. Don't be scared. Just do it. There's nothing to be scared of. It's the most rewarding, fun treasure hunt you'll ever do. My biggest advice, if you're looking to find things like I find, I go straight to the men's.
Ooh,
The men's jeans, the men's vintage workwear and pants and oversized sweaters and oh God, sweatshirts and
yeah,
it's leather jackets.
Mm.
It's the best. And honestly, everything vintage was made so much better back in the day that the quality
true.
of newer clothing it's not as good.
Yeah,
So I don't know. Plus, there's something fun about finding something a fraction of the price that you would pay in retail.
yep,
You just wear it with pride. You're like, hey, I got this for $20.
yeah,
So there's something about it. There's also a creativity that goes hand in hand with it because if you're thrifting, you can't look for something specific. You're not going to find it. So it forces you to be creative with your outfits. And it goes back to authenticity. Once you get to know your style, there's nothing wrong with sticking with that style. You don't never feel like you have to dress like whatever the trend is today or whatever. Once you find your style, thrifting's so much more fun because you know who you are. So you know where to look and you know what when you find it. Don't be afraid. Go for it.
go for
Life's
it.
too short.
How about red flags when you're thrifting? Any red flags
Oh.
you should steer clear of?
Oh, red flags. Okay. Somebody told me once to go. Have you ever heard of the Goodwill bins?
Oh, yes, we have them here in Colorado. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I did that once.
You
And
either love them or you hate them. There's no in
oh
between.
my God, I just felt it was gross. I don't know. I mean, I love to thrift and I'm fine wearing secondhand after I wash it, but this was like it was like you needed to wear gloves and I just I
Yeah.
walked in.
They wear masks here. Yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
walked in, took a look, walked right back out again. So that's my red flag. That's like that's where I
Draw the line. Yeah,
Yeah.
even it really is one of those, there's no in between. It's a love or a
No,
hate.
no,
There's
no. You've
literally
got to be diehard to do that.
yes. What about the one item in your house that tells a story that you may have found secondhand?
Oh, yes. There is a chair in my living room
Mm.
that people ask me about all the time. It's like black leather and chrome. It's unbelievable. I literally found it at the Goodwill store for $10.
Oh, the win.
Yes. That one, every day I look at it, I'm like, wow, that was a
Mhm.
score. Yeah. So that one definitely. People ask me about that all the time. Where's that chair from?
Yeah. I
So,
one of the things I like about your content too is you're always in front of this like very basic rolling rack and like going through
yes.
your clothes. Tell us the origin of that because I think it's really inspired, and
Yeah.
I need a rolling rack at my house now from
Yeah.
watching your content.
It's great. You can hang your whole wardrobe in there for the week, right?
Yep.
Um, so that came about, I think when you asked me like what was the video that kind of started this whole thing off. When I started with my filming with my daughter-in-law for the first time, the first one we did, I just thought, how am I going to do this fashion thing? Am I going to be in my closet? Am I going to be, and I had this rack anyway. So I hung all my military pants and all my outfits. And I think people also like to see everything hung up. And,
Yeah.
I put the bags in front of it and the shoes so they can kind of see what everything is. And there wasn't really a big plan behind it. It just kind of was like, how am I going to do this? And I did this the first time and that one did really well. So that's how I just continued. That's why I continued doing it.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely works. And I think that you're educating us, but you're talking to us about current trends. Love that you brought up the Carolyn Bessette of it all. This love
Yes.
story is
Yes.
blowing up. One of the
Yeah.
hardest things in thrift is to keep a men's section stocked properly. It's the hardest category for us. It's very,
Yeah.
very difficult. It's
Interesting.
really the sign of a good store is the
Yeah.
quality of their men's department and how full it
That's
is.
interesting.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's just super hard because men don't donate as much. They're mostly like their wives
Oh,
will donate, right?
yeah. Yeah.
So and unless their wives are cleaning out their closet, it's just harder to
Yeah.
stock. It's less volume. But I think it's really interesting that, you've pushed us towards that whole check your men's department first. Are you
Mhm.
seeing solid men's departments in Columbus?
Yeah. Yeah. In fact,
Okay.
the video that I posted yesterday, both of those places are very
Sign of a good
stocked with.
store. Interesting.
Mhm. Yeah.
Tell us about this 80-20 rule when you're putting together an outfit.
Okay. So 80-20, 80% of your outfit so this goes back to know your style, know what you're comfortable in, know your body and what you feel good in. And for me, the 80-20, the 80% should be basics. I'm a jeans girl or the military pants or a simple skirt. So you start with the basics, a great t-shirt, great pair of jeans or a great button down and a great pair of jeans. The 20% should be the accessories that go with it.
Interesting.
So you start with the basics, always works. That's why I always say 80% because that always works. Then you want to put in some great cool accessory pieces, great shoes. Like I'm big on good quality accessories,
Mhm.
which is why when I buy my accessories, I still like to do it secondhand, but I'm buying more designer because they're, good leather or good bags or so the jewelry and the shoes and the bag, that's the icing on the cake. And
And
that's
really
what makes
takes
it.
it over the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, I got to go back to this Carolyn Bessette thing. I mean, you are inspired by her. In some ways, I'm like, you guys would have been friends. Was she
Yeah.
still,
You know, I was always inspired by her even
interesting?
before this craze. And I even feel like that video that I posted about her and her jeans was
Mhm.
before Love Story even came out. It was like I
Wow.
didn't know it was coming out. And now I don't want to bring it up anymore because every influencer is bringing
Oh,
it up.
yeah.
So,
Crazy.
um, I've always been inspired by her style because it was so classic, but it wasn't the clothing that made it her iconic. It was her attitude. She was
Interesting.
very confident.
Mhm.
And that's one of the other things that I talk about is you could wear a whole outfit you find on Pinterest, but it's not necessarily going to resonate unless you have the confidence that
Mhm.
says, "Hey, this is
Yeah,
me." And that's why I think she was so iconic. It wasn't the
interesting.
clothing so much because everybody was kind of dressing like that in the 90s. It
Yeah.
was more of a minimal era. We had finally gotten out of like the 80s with the shoulder pads and the crazy hair, and people were moving back towards simple and basic and minimal. So it's not her style, it was her. It was the whole package that made her. And that's kind of what I try to inspire in people. Be confident. It's
Mhm.
why like aging, if you're confident in your own skin, it's the whole package that shows.
Doesn't
It's
matter
not
the age, doesn't
people
matter.
don't notice, yeah, they're not going to notice the wrinkles. And if they do, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like it's the whole package that they're going to see. And if you're confident and you live your life like you're confident and the clothes that you put on are a reflection of you, and you've won the lottery.
Absolutely.
That's why Carolyn Bessette, I think, was so iconic.
Yeah. Living on the East Coast, and I didn't ask you this, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Wilmington, Delaware, so right
Okay.
outside of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So nearby, and all of that stuff was so
Oh, yeah.
iconic back then. It's so
Oh, yeah.
fascinating
Yeah.
that it's come full circle and people care about it again. I think those fashions are gonna totally come back, and you're
Yeah.
inspiring people. And I don't want people your age to be scared of social media, you know, and you're making
Yeah.
it accessible for them, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of I think that's probably why it blew up the way it did.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
people just wanna see somebody my age being like, "Hey, you can
It's
do
okay.
this."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Join
it's
me.
okay. Right.
Welcome. Come
Yeah.
with me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got the best of both worlds with this LA influence too, which I do have to
Yeah.
ask this question because
Sure.
something about your content too, just, and I don't know if it's something I had just seen, but with this Devil Wears Prada second sequel coming out,
Oh, I can't
like,
wait.
okay, I was curious.
I can't wait.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's really fascinating to me that all of this stuff is just coming back in, and people are getting excited again about these great memories that I had growing up. I was in high school in the 90s and I loved watching all of it. I grew up in
Yeah.
Southern California too, so it was very different. We
Yeah.
we weren't as influenced by that East Coast, but now I'm like, God, why didn't we dress like that? We were more
Yeah.
like into the grunge and the Pearl
Yeah.
Jam and
Yeah.
Nirvana of it all, but more skatery. But
Yeah.
that I can imagine if I grew up on the East Coast, it would have been a huge influence on me. So it's
Yeah.
fascinating. And you can do all of that in a thrift store.
Sure. Oh my God.
Amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How do you feel about thrifting a gift? Do you do it?
It depends on who I'm gifting it to. If I know it's someone that appreciates it, like I thrift for my boys all the time because they love it, or even my daughter-in-laws and any of my friends that I know that like to thrift. But some people, I think some people would be like, "Ugh, you bought
I
me a
don't get
used
it.
gift."
Yeah.
They don't get it. Yeah.
Yep.
So it just depends. It depends on who. But no, I'm not against it at all as long as that person understands it.
Yeah, and would appreciate it. There you go.
Yeah. Mhm.
How about that unicorn item? Do you have like one item that you're most proud of that you have found secondhand? And is it a red shoe? By the way, love your red shoe collection.
Oh my God, I love a red shoe.
Amazing.
Well, it's that pop of color, the icing on the cake, you
It's
know?
perfect. It's
You know what I would if I had to pick one thing that that I love the most that I thrifted or bought consignment, I would say it was an Hermes Kelly bag that I
oh
found.
wow.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was now I'd love to find a Birkin that was affordable, but
Yeah.
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 But yeah.
But
So, yeah,
Hermes is still like the most resell, like it holds its value better than Toyota.
holds its value. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. And I drive a Toyota, so
There you go. It's one of those iconic things. What about your
yeah.
husband's Gucci loafers? Are they vintage or are those more
Oh,
new?
no, no, those were collected over the years.
He is a
I
loafer
just got
connoisseur.
him oh, yeah, I just got him comfortable. I'll buy him a pair on the RealReal or something because
Mhm.
the lug sole ones they don't make anymore, and it makes him sad. So I he's a typical guy in that if he finds a piece that he likes or a shoe that he likes, he's just gonna, that's
Wear it
just his
forever.
shoe.
Yeah.
So every one of those pairs has a different role in his life. Like the
Someone's
boy,
going to be happy when you finally donate those. That's a
yes.
beautiful collection of loafers.
Well, they will have probably been resold like 3 times before
Yeah.
they get, that's the beauty of like good quality things. You just have them forever.
Yes,
So
yes.
I don't think he needs that many, but it is what it is.
And that brings up a good question. They'll probably be resold. How do you feel about resellers? What is your audience resellers too, or
Like, are they
people
resell
who
like,
buy things at thrift stores and resell them, or they buy them
no,
in
I
antique?
think it's great.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I mean, it's obviously, I think you're seeing more and more of more and more people buying vintage. It's become kind of hip now. It's like when I was growing up, it wasn't cool.
Yeah.
It was like, but it was fun. But now it's like a thing. And I don't know if that's because people are getting tired of retail prices or if they're just more cognizant of being more green and being,
Mhm.
or if it's just become cool, so people are doing it. I don't know, but I'm all for, if you find a good deal and you want to resell it, I think
Go
it's
for it.
great.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurial, go for it. Yeah.
It is fascinating. And, I hope that all of these reasons, regardless of why they're doing it, buying these vintage pieces or older pieces, or that may even not have a story, I just hope that it's lasting. There's longevity here.
I think it will. I think it will. Yeah.
All right. The one thing you want to put out into the universe to find the next time you're out shopping
Oh,
secondhand.
well, I did say the Birkin bag, right?
Yes.
But
Yes.
let's see. Oh gosh. There's so many things.
No, right?
Let's see. I'm big into really great Japanese denim right now, so I
Mm.
would love to find a vintage pair of really good salvage Japanese denim.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
Is there a
Oh,
brand affiliated with that? What? It's hard.
many,
Sounds hard to
many.
find.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, they're hard to find, but many. I can't offhand think of a brand, but when you find them, the
Interesting.
salvage is incredible. And actually, the Japanese are known for their salvage jeans.
Oh, I have to look into this.
Yes.
We do a
So,
jean sale twice a year, and let me tell you, it's
oh, I bet you
thousands of jeans.
oh my God, I need to come out there.
Oh yeah, twice a year.
Oh,
Secret sale
wow.
twice a year.
Wow.
$2
I
jean
need to come
sale.
out there.
Yeah. The
That sounds
finds are unbelievable. I've got a couple of different contacts around there. Like, Maggie, I found this vintage Levi's from the 1800s. Like, insane. find.
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
That's
pretty
amazing.
exciting.
That's
Colorado,
amazing.
we have this old mining,
Oh,
history.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that connection to the West and lots of transplants from California,
Yeah.
up and down the West Coast, we get a lot of that cowboy denim that, has been preserved in someone's,
Oh my gosh.
crawl space for years and ends up in our stores. It's
Oh,
so
I need to come
fascinating.
out there.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Highly suggest when you're visiting your boys in LA, we're just a hop, skip,
Yes.
and a jump. Easy,
Yes.
easy plane
Oh, I
ride.
definitely need to plan that.
And on
So,
that note, what's next for you? Any big projects? What's happening in 2026? It's almost over.
oh, I am so open to anything.
Mm,
I don't know. The next thing, like, I would love to have my own jean clothing line someday.
mm.
I would love to work with some of my favorite brands. I have, there's so, this has opened so many doors for me. I don't know what's next, but I am so ready to take on whatever is next. So if
Great.
anybody wants to
Yeah, if
give
you're
me an
listening and
opportunity,
you're with Gucci,
I'm all about it. Yes.
yes.
Yes, Gucci, do you hear me?
Oh my gosh, those loafers, that was just the funniest content. I
Oh,
was like, oh my God, what a great sport your husband is.
I know. He is. He's a good guy. He really is.
That's
Yeah.
always good because it's always,
Yeah.
being with people who like to shop secondhand is a whole different ballgame. You know, we have
Oh,
a lot of
totally.
stuff.
Totally. He just rolls his eyes, but he's also very supportive and he's great. He's a good one. He's a keeper.
Yes, that's a win. That's a win.
Yeah.
Also aspirational. Who should we be following on social? Anybody, any of your audience or someone who inspires you online right now that we definitely need to follow?
There's a woman who does styling that I love. Her name is Tiffany Wendell, stylist, and she's out of California. I love her. She's so real. She's great. She does styling for people. So you could actually sign up and get styled by her, but she's got a very cool eclectic style, you know, not afraid to try things, kind of like me. So I love her. So I would say definitely follow her.
Perfect. Tiffany will reach out. I hope she's ready.
Yes.
We're stalkers like that online.
Yeah,
at this
good.
podcast. So we always say that we're devoted to spreading the good word of thrift on this podcast and normalizing shopping secondhand for people. But it's people like you who are living out loud and showing people that it's okay to do this at any age that inspires me. So thank you for doing the Lord's work. Thank you for your service to our thrift industry. We're very grateful.
Well, and thank you.
It's fun. I'm just lucky you guys let me in the door to see your beautiful homes and your beautiful fashion sense. It's amazing.
Love to share.
Fun. And as we end every pod, I love to give a shout out to my personal inspiration, one Miss Dolly Parton, as you can see from behind me.
Oh, I love Dolly Parton.
The best. She's absolutely an icon. You know, it started out as just like a nod to Dolly, and now it's something that we require of every one of our guests. So thoughts, feelings, anything you'd like to say to or about our queen, Dolly Parton?
Dolly Parton? Oh man, you want to talk about liver of life, right? Embracing life. And I mean, she's been through a lot, but she is just an authentic. She's an inspiration. She's just out there being Dolly. And that's what I want to inspire people to be. Just be you and be confident. And, you know, that's going to show to the world more than trying to be someone you're not. And, you know, we all do that in our 20s, but just be you, be authentic. And Dolly is a good example of that.
Absolutely. Tina, you're a delight. I love it.
Thank you.
Made my day. Tell our listeners again how they find you, reach out, follow you, and see what's next.
Yes. So my handle is t.thompson 4_. I'm on TikTok and I'm on Instagram. Message me anytime. And thank you for following me.
Perfect. Tina, amazing. Thanks for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And Thrifties, thanks so much for tuning in once again to the Get Thrifty podcast. Reminder, save our pod and leave a 5-star review about how funny, creative, and smart we are. And if you're part of this unique thrift culture and you'd like to be on this podcast, you can find me on Instagram at Podcast with Maggie. And as always, please follow ARC on Instagram and YouTube at ARC Thrift, and now on TikTok at ARC Thrift Stores. Thanks so much and have a wonderful week.
Hunt for it, find it, make it your own. It's the Get Thrifty Podcast.